Hey, what's up, everybody? Elip here on set from ksound.com. I am here to answer a question, a rather popular question that has been constantly asked on this channel on every other video as to how do I make it happen when recording tutorials for my YouTube channel. So I'm going to finally answer that question. I'm using Logitech C920 camera here. This thing records full HD and it's pretty simple. You plug it in USB. It's pretty much plug and play. It works on both Macs and PC. Although it records full HD, you want to keep in mind the lighting situation in your area. You want to make sure that your area is well lit, preferably in the daytime if possible, with the windows wide open. Natural light is the best light, but if you happen to be recording during the evening when the sun has took a break from the day, the long work day, is going to bed at that moment, probably going to have dinner and cut out for the night. And so you left with no light. It's dark outside. You know what I'm saying? And if your situation is not that bright, you're going to kind of suffer quality in your videos. So what I use is the ESDDI. It's a lighting kit that I purchased from Amazon. There's a lot of things on the market that you can purchase, but this is what I have. It's two that comes in this kit, and it also comes with the bulb. And the bulb is actually bright enough to make it look like daylight at night for your videos. Pretty dope. So to capture my desktop as I'm working, when you guys see me work and move my mouse around and you see my desktop, I'm using ScreenFlow. But more importantly, it's the audio that comes in. It's my mic that I'm using. You can use whatever mic you want. There's a Snowball by Blue. They make great mics. There's other models that you can purchase. Blue happens to be a cheaper route, for a lot of people, so it tends to be a better option. And the quality, you get quality for the money, which is pretty cool. I'm using the SM35 by Shure, which is a headset that just pretty much wrap around the back of my neck. And I'm just using some AKG headphones. I like these headphones. I'll have the links to all of the products that I mentioned in the description area, so no worries there. The thing that makes the audio so great in terms of recording your voice while explaining whatever you're trying to get across on your videos is the DSP technology inside of the PreSonus interface that I'm using here, which is the Studio 192 mobile. I have the mobile version. And basically what I am able to do is set pre or post technology before it hits the ScreenFlow. So I'm doing little to no editing as far as the audio. There's times where I'm not using my setup and I'm just using the regular MacBook built-in mic or the headphones that come with your iPhone. I'll just plug that in and use the mic on that. Sometimes I'll do that, but for the most part, I'm using the gate and the compressor, and also I'm doing a little bit of EQing some of the low end out. So basically, what that looks like is this right here. This situation right here. This is pretty cool. You got your gate right here. You got your compressor. Here's your EQ. As you can see, there's a massive curve. I pretty much cut out a lot. And here's my limiter, and it kind of keeps my voice from going over. It's like the ceiling or whatever. So I have it set to pre-send, but you also have the post-send option as well. And basically, it just eliminates you working from Studio One or whatever DAW, recording your voice in there and then export it, because a lot of times what you're trying to do is add some effects to your voice to make it sound fatter or whatever the case might be, and then export that into ScreenFlow and make it work for you, right? But I don't have to do that because most of the times I'm on the go. I have no time to go back and edit my voice or whatever. So it's just great to have something like this. There are other devices that you can use that has the DSP technology, and the job will get done that way. But this is my choice here. I choose to use this here. And the cool thing about this is you can also set up like user like presets or whatever that will allow you to save. There's effects in here. And this is how you store your mix or whatnot. And here are your your different mic that you can go between. So right now we just at mic one or whatever. All right. So enough about that. So let's dive into ScreenFlow here. So ScreenFlow is what I choose to use to capture my screen, and basically you can chop things up. If you got two different camera angles, you can import all of that here and chop them up however you need to. So I have different camera angles that you can see. You guys seen this video before. So here's my audio down here. So the cool thing about this is if my audio is too low, I can bring it up or down. Just go to the audio icon here. So you just click volume here and just, do whatever you need to do. Keep in mind that the longer your videos are, the longer it takes the program to render it. And what's cool about this is it lets you know the percentage as to how it, how much time you have, or the percentage amount where it is as in regards to rendering. So if you're trying to edit while it's rendering, it tends to kind of cut out. So once I see this, I could do like a couple of things while it's rendering, but then I kind of pull back sometimes. And a lot of times this has to do with your CPU load. And you definitely want to make sure that you save this onto an external hard drive, because these projects can get pretty huge. So I just want to keep you informed of that. You can add text here. Just click on text here and add text. It's pretty cool. I don't think I have text in this one, but you can add text to wherever you want. You can size it, move it around, choose the font. These are the different things that I'm doing when I edit my videos here. So this is pretty much up to you guys what you want to do with this. The audio that's coming from the computer itself is down here, and it's pretty much stereo. And you click this audio mix button here, and it allows you to see what's going on. All of this is just interacting with what's available in the PreSonus 192 mobile, this interface I have here. But in most cases, you'll only see two here for left and right. So that's really only my concern. Just make sure that the left is left and the right is right. And just make sure that this is, corresponding, because sometimes it'll be like dead center down the middle, but that might not be the case. They have fixed that in the past. There's options for putting effects on your video, your actual footage, which is, let's click here. So say for instance, I wanted a filter or something like that. I can go here, hit the plus sign, and there are some cool effects or filters. There's all types of stuff in here. You can just do whatever you need to. Adjust the sharpness. I don't think I want to mess with that. But I mean, you can make your videos look pretty cool. I'm doing stuff like this all the time. Here's another one, stylized. Say I don't know what the bloom would do to it. You can deactivate one, say like that's not working out for you. You can just deactivate that right quick. And say your audio is not that great. So there's options for that. You can remove background noise here. And this is the reason why I use gate from the presend of my PreSonus, because that definitely helps my background situation. I try to be in the area where it's nothing going on in my background, but sometimes that's just not possible. You have things like your computer humming or the fan cut on, and you just it's kind of annoying, especially if you're in a situation where you're using your MacBook or whatever computer you're using the internal mic and the fan cuts on. Oh my God, that's the worst, right? So you can use removing the background noise, and you can control the amount of it. You can also, if you just so happen to, you want to add effects or whatever, there's reverb effects here that you can add. And then you have your audio filters, which is depending on what you have in your computer. Um, it interacts with the different VSTs or AU plugins that you can add in. So Native Instruments, Isotope, even Apple stuff, Waves, whatever you have in your computer system. You can also hit search here too. Say I wanted to I don't know, use a compressor of some sort. Um, let's go all out and let's say we want to use a Neutron. Okay, let's see what happens. So if you're looking at this, it's like, whoa. And this is what we had to look at for a while until they updated everything. This is pretty cool. But, you know, sometimes it's like you don't really know what all of this stuff does, like when it's in this form. But it's cool now that it has the show button. Now you can see what the plugin looks itself. Now I'm gonna have to go back and use this style of editing because this is pretty dope. So now I can see the plugin itself. Also, the cool thing about this is you can have this on more than one computer. So a lot of times I'll start my project here on this computer, which is my iMac, and don't have the time to edit everything. So I'll just drop it on my external hard drive and be on my way and finish the editing on my MacBook Pro, which is a cool way of working, by the way. You guys just got to get in and make it do what it do. I'm not doing a full tutorial as to how to work in ScreenFlow. There's many tutorials already for that, but I just wanted to show you guys exactly what it was working inside of ScreenFlow and using the different things that I have plugged in to make my tutorials work on this channel. So I hope that was helpful. Again, all of the products will be in the description area. You just click on those links and it takes you right to wherever. And I may have other things in there that might be helpful. All right. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment to the video, and I'll talk to you guys later. I am out. Remember, music is art. You're the artist. Paint your picture.